The sweet memories of little pear's yellow orchard in Grandpa's orchard. There are many small pears hanging on an old pear tree, among which the one that smiles the most is Wongut. When it first sprouts, it is a small green fruit wrapped in a layer of fine down, like a shy green baby hiding behind the emerald green leaves. Absorbing sunlight and dew every day, hoping to become sweet as soon as possible. That early morning, Huang Huang had just been moistened by the morning dew, and was shining brightly when suddenly it heard the anxious chirping of Gigi. It was the chirping of a little sparrow. It flew out of its nest to look for water to drink, but all the small puddles in the garden had dried up. Thirsty, it kept pecking at its own feathers. Wang Huang quickly shook his body in front of Juju, allowing the dewdrops on the tips of the leaves to drip, drip onto the leaves in front of Juju. He also brought his tenderest pill close to him, allowing Juju to suck in the sweet juice seeping out. After Choo Choo had her fill, she flapped her wings at Huang Huang and said, "Thank you, Huang Huang. Your juice quenches your thirst better than dew." Day by day passed, and Huang Huang gradually changed its appearance. Its color changed from light green to pale yellow, and then from pale yellow to golden yellow, as if it were wearing a dress made of sunlight. Its round body shone with light and gave off a faint fruity fragrance. Even passing butterflies liked to stop beside it, dancing to the scent. In the morning, little squirrel Lely passed by a pear tree with Pinnacone in her arms. Suddenly, she found that the small cloth bag she used to hold nuts had a hole, and the nuts had fallen all over the ground. She was so anxious that she kept wagging her tail. When Huang Wang saw this, he shouted to Lely, "Lely, I'm almost mature. Wait for Grandpa to pick me down. My seed shell can help you hold nuts." Lely's eyes lit up and she came to the orchard every day to see Huang Huang. Finally, Grandpa picked the ripe yellow ones. After peeling off the flesh, he left behind the hard core shell. After washing it clean, it could just be used as a small box. Lele put the nuts into the shells of the pits and carried them home steadily. She also specially left the plump Pinnacone beside the yellow pit and said, "Thank you, Wong Wong. Your little box is so useful." At noon, the sun was scorching. The little brother Dodo, who had just been playing in the orchard, was sweating profusely after running for a while and was so thirsty that he stuck out his tongue. Grandpa picked a bright yellow pear, the one beside Huang Huang, washed it clean and handed it to Dodo, saying, "Taste the sweet pear. It quenches your thirst." Dudu took a bite. The sweet juice spread in his mouth. His eyes lit up at once. He reached out and touched the yellow one hanging on the branch, whispering, "When will you be mature? I still want to eat sweet pears again." Wang Wang shook his body as if saying, "It'll be very soon." In the afternoon, it suddenly began to drizzle. The little snail that had just been crawling in the garden gradually had nowhere to take shelter from the rain, and its shell was all covered with mud and water. Wang Huang quickly let a large pear leaf hang down and cover slowly above, as if opening a green umbrella. Slowly hiding under the leaves, he slowly stretched out his antennae and waved at Huang Huang. "Thank you, Huang Huang. Your leaves are just like little umbrellas." In the evening, the setting sun dyed the orchard orange. Huang Huang was finally fully ripe. Grandpa picked it and shared it with Dodo and Lely. Dudu took a bite of Huang Huang and said with a smile, "It's even sweeter than last time." Although Huang Huang was eaten, it wasn't sad at all. It had quenched Juju's thirst, served as a small box for Lele, and even shielded Mung Mung from the rain, leaving sweetness and coolness in the orchard. It turns out that a small pear, from its greenness to maturity, can not only accumulate sweet flesh, but also bring warmth to the friends around it. The wind in the orchard is still blowing, and the leaves are still swaying, as if saying the next ripe pear will also be like Huang Huang, becoming a little sweetness in the orchard, bringing joy and coolness to everyone.